Greetings everyone, today we're going to be testing out our favorite tribe with the strongest economy in the game. And would you look at that, we can't use our overpowered strategy unfortunately, but we can probably get into the triple road strategy here. So let's just test that out real quick. Also, I put out a post and I asked for which tribe you would like to see a strategy guide about. I will get started on one, but please let me know in the comments which one is the tribe that deserves one. I've seen so many different answers on this one, so I'm not sure. I mean, I can make one for every tribe, but it will take a while, obviously. These things are kind of tedious to record. So I had a different game which lasted 2 turns before this one because I messed up my recording somehow, so that was kind of unfortunate. But hey, we're in it now. We're going to see what we can get up to. There you go, they play Illyrion. Well, that is bizarre. Illyrion is Illyrion strong? That is the obvious question we need to ask here. Is Illyrion strong? Because we can do this. They are just waiting to snipe my capital. Fun thing is, if I go like this and train a warrior, they probably won't be able to stop me. Right. So there's probably like a ruin over here or something. Illyrion has such an explosive game plan, and I'm kind of thrown off by this this explosive thing we need to deal with already. But as you can see, we still managed to be alright for now, at least. So we can do this. That is kind of not great. That is not great. Let's do this. Upgrade this city. Get resources. Just check out what's going on over here. Upgrade this. Grab another warrior, actually. We're still on track to get like a very functional economy. We can grab riding up next turn. So if we see a swordsman from this section of the map over here, okay, we don't. So this warrior is going over here. Okay. We are getting laked, I feel like. Let's try to still keep our game up. Get this rider over here. Oh, there's a ruin. There was like a ruin because they didn't do anything for that, and this is their only other unit. So the thing is with Illyrion, their economy kind of sucks. Because I was looking at all the tribes before, and you can make a post now on my community tab talking about economies, and I encourage you to find a tribe that can have a better economy on turn 5 with just one opponent. Wait, can we? No. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then half. Oh, we're going to do a capital snipe. I'm feeling it. Zoop. That will probably still kill it, right? That's unfortunate, but still hella funny to do that. I love myself some capital snipes when I can. Let's grab a War Rider here. It's not useful to hit that, right? They need to unsiege that, but we stole, like, what's that? 4 stars? Might not have been worth it, but we also forced back their Polytar, or their demon, I suppose. This is really not looking too fresh. Oh, we can kill that. Where are you going, bud? Hello. So this is like the Rider Roads kind of thing that we were talking about in the guide. Let's do like this. Grab that up. Grab another rider here. So they can kill that, but then we can just kill that. Where's this warrior going? Oh, they need to spend. Yeah, the thing is, you can just make your opponent fight you. While your opponent is picking up each and every ruin, I feel like. I feel like they're grabbing it all. So that's not worth it to try and kill that. It's just a poor trade. But this is worth it. So that's like free value. And if they don't have anything here, I might as well do this. That's actually a bad play. I hope there wouldn't be a forest here, because I always get the worst resource distribution when I'm playing with Illyrion, but apparently my opponent thinks otherwise. We're still pressuring though, which is good. Because Illyrion should definitely not have the upper hand anymore after the balance changes. This is just a very weird kind of situation where opponent has to just put all of their resources into defending, which is actually the thing that we want to force them into. Huh. Where's that warrior going? It's like going somewhere. Oh, that's a ruin for us. Lovely. I'm actually not going to chase after all of that. Doesn't make sense to me to do such things. Would be easier for us to just do this and then get fishing. So that's 8 stars. And then we can get like something cooking over here. Another rider. That's fine. Like they can do all of this. Not sure what their economy is looking like, but we're decreasing the pressure, so we need to like do something else. Figure another angle to put pressure on them, because a late game is actually very hard against Illyrion. Yeah, they see the potential as well. Okay, I'm grabbing fishing. I'll go like this. Start doing some other funky stuff. Our economy is definitely better than theirs. They also don't seem to have a great way to do anything against us as of currently. I'm going to roll that back and this one back as well. And then we should be going into farming and construction or sailing, just depending on what exactly we're looking at in the next couple of turns, because we can grab a giant. Okay, they got population, that is rough. They're grabbing a wall. Right. They feel the pressure, but this is actually the city we want to be putting pressure on, because this one will be defended more easily. Oh, they grabbed farming, yep. That's rough. So we're actually probably looking at grabbing sailing and navigation. And since we have fishing, we will be able to, if this ends up being an explorer, we should be able to just get the exploration done. Let's start. Oh, we get farming. That is perfect news. Because that means that we can do it like this. Grab our first giant. And then we can harvest this. I'm definitely not going to go with a wall. I want a warrior here. Should I go with a border growth here? Like immediately? Let's border growth here. And then these are not doing much at the moment, so yeah, let's just start thinking construction things and sailing things and stuff. Like, none of our options are great, but I feel like with a giant and a bomber or something cooking up the pressure, like, their economy is like so much worse. It has been so much worse for the longest time, so it's just bothersome that some of our tiles are just the best tiles for our windmills, for instance, are blocked, such as this one here. Otherwise our city would have been a great spot, but unfortunately that doesn't work, and then this would have been a fine spot, you know, but it's also blocked. I mean, we can still burn it down with construction. That's an option, but actually I feel like a long game, a very long game against Illyrian is unwinnable. Especially since they will be up in cities. So we actually probably need to get a move on. I don't see a great use for a bridge or anything as of currently, but I do want to explore this section of the map and see if we can, like, turn on the pressure. Oh, there's a city here. Gonna go with sailing. So I'm gonna put him over there so that we can do this. And you can go backwards. This guy can go here so that we can start dialing up the pressure. It actually looks like it's a fairly balanced map so far. What's their economy looking like? 3 plus 4, that's 7. 7, 12, 13, and something. So we're looking at still economic advantage right now. You know what we can do is, that's actually not worth it. I don't see a way for us to make use of a siege anytime soon. So let's just end here. We can put one of our riders into a boat here. And this city will actually equalize the city advantage. So we're doing fine. They took an explorer. Yeah, this is getting rough. We need to actually start playing well. And need to think about a way for us to get rid of like a dragon egg, for instance. Because that That's coming, definitely. They can make it this turn. So we need to actually pressure them now. If they do it this turn, I'm gonna get rid of it, though. Because I have this sneaky warrior in the pocket. Oh, that's a mistake. Right. Wait, does that thing have... Why does that thing have fortify? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's rough. That is seriously rough. Why does that thing have fortify? Why did I not know that? Peculiar things. Let's start by just chipping away at this. Gotta get all of these riders into range. And let's put that guy up here. Link this up. And let's just hope we can get ourselves the... Oh, that's a ruin. Can we deny them that? Probably. Right, let's keep upgrading this. And then let's also take a giant here. And with that giant we will be able to provide even more pressure. They're gonna move that back. Yeah, this is getting tough. Like really tough. But I feel like there's still definitely counterplay here. It's just rough that we won't be able to get this for the monument. Like with this giant on their doorstep, they will definitely feel the heat. If we can cut them off from this city and then this one, their defenses will be like in vain for sure. Oh, they feel like they need to defend. Yeah, they should be. They should be defending. I can also border growth here. Can I? I will probably be able to do such things in the near future. Yeah, they need so many units to get rid of that giant. I don't think they will be able to unsiege this. Let's see. Nomadic tribe. That's not very useful. It's alright. Let's just get rid of this guy. It's annoying. I want to road my guy over here. Deny them this ruin, which we can do next turn. Get this into a position to be very annoying. Grab a warrior. Yeah, that defender is kind of rough. If they can get that thing cooking here, we may honestly be cooked, but let's get a couple more riders. And then we can go for the plan here. That warrior made an entire walk around this entire edge. That is hilarious. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is gonna get cooked. They're gonna go for that wall. Yeah, they are a wally. So how much damage would that do? 6? Oh, we're gonna get bombers. We can siege that. I don't think that they will be able to unsiege. What are they gonna do with that? Get another dragon? They might. So against dragons, knights are usually the play because they outrange them with roads. So that could be helpful. Gonna put that bomber to use. How much damage is that? Not enough. So how much? Okay, that's a suicide. There you go. Okay, the power. Get rid of this. Put you over here. Get the other guy in. My guys are just being guys, you know. And then I'm just gonna do this. Get that part going. I want my economy to be flashy. Get these warriors over there. That is all. Put that guy inside the forest. They won't be able to pop it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can. Oh, they are getting that monument. They are feeling hungry. But I don't think that them getting a dragon egg here saves them. It's just a little too late. Too little too late. Yeah, they are getting another dragon egg. That is terrifying. Terrifying in the long term, though. So this guy will become a dragon, baby dragon this turn. So our bombers will not be the main gameplay here. Right, let's get these stars. Get rid of this guy. Oh, sir, you will not be able to get that. Let me put this over here. You get to in position to be aggressive against all of that. Let's grab Free Spirit this turn. Now we grab the Grand Bazaar. And with these stars and that monument, we can do this. And they resigned. Yep, there we go. That's how that goes, guys. That was tough. They were really aggressive. I feel like we managed to do alright. Except for the fact that we didn't even get to use our triple road strategy. Which is just hilarious because I just taught you how to do it. But now, probably one of the only tribes that would be able to do such pressure early on. Oh, that was actually a... That was a weird... Was that a... that was a might. What? That is weird. Anyhow, let's take a look at this review. Oh, there was a village over here. How peculiar. So these were their things. So, fun fact, Yadak is actually one of the only few tribes that can actually out-expand Illyrion. So I feel like this tribe is just so incredibly good. And just so versatile. I feel like her opponent was just too aggressive early on, but the thing is, you need to be aggressive with Illyrion. Because a very long game, as you can see, it's just not viable. Like, our economy early on was just so much better that we were just able to out-economy them, like, easily. Like, for instance, here, 11 stars per turn versus 4. And I've seen that. I mean, they took climbing. That is just very bad. I don't know what about that, but What did they get from that? Populations, right? Yep, there you go. And then our economy just kept booming. We were just doing fine. 14 is like the go-to on turn 7. So despite their aggression, we were actually able to get riding, which is a really nice counter against these units. Look at that economy difference. That's just very, very difficult to... And then their dragon plan, that was just a bit too late. Yeah, dragons are just really, really strong, but really difficult to get going. Finally here they catch up. But then our position is just so much better because we have giants. And we're going to put pressure on this city here in particular, which is their entire... Like, this is their central city, right? This is the one that, if we can cut them off, then their entire empire falls apart. But this one and this one are the ones that we can put pressure on because we have the water access. And water access plus naval dominance equals wins. Very often still. On turn 15 is where they equalize their economy. But we are already moving in and this dragon is just too late. And we're managing to siege them. I feel like they could have played on for a bit, but looking at that score, yeah, that's rough. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.